Hi everybody, I hope you feel great today. So today we are going to be focusing on the lower body. I have my block and I've also got two free weights that I'm going to be using. I'm using two 1.5 kilo. If you want to go stronger than me, do so. Just put your block down for one side. We're going to start to warm up. So I want you to really think about the breath. I really want you to think about bringing that navel towards the spine and drawing up through that pelvic floor on your next exhale. We're going to start off with roll down. So we're going to be aware of how the back is feeling and we're going to work on a bit of decompression of the spine. So we're going to exhale, start to slowly peel down. If you need a soft bend through the knees, do so. Make sure you're keeping equal with the pelvis, equal with the distribution of the weight between both legs. Reset those shoulders. Exhale, flow. Make sure you're now drawing up through your pelvic floor. And then inhale, engage those abdominals. So start to be aware of what you're working with the body today. Really start to connect that mind and muscle connection. So you're really working on the focus of the body, of the muscles. And we're going to do a couple more of these and then we're going to take it out to a walkout plank. So on this next one here, adding on walking out to a plank, and then I want you to stay in your plank position. I want you to start to bring in some knee drops. So you're carefully bringing one knee down, you may not be touching the floor. The wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. So we're really thinking about that pelvic stability, we're thinking about that shoulder stability, and we're engaging with the core, with the breath. Two more sets, nearly there, bear with it, and then we'll warm up through the wrists. Last one, carefully bring both knees now down and sit all the way up. Start to circle out those wrists. So just bringing them into one direction and then it's now changing to the other direction. So just start to be aware of how you feel and let's just start to work through the elbows. So we're just circling. You can come out a little bit more with it. And then let's start to arm circle in reverse. Really lengthening through the lever. Last one. Bring the arms forward and I'm just alternating each time. Really stabilising those through the core. Okay, from here, come back to your quadruple position, tuck those toes under, take it all the way to your downward dog. Work on your foot pedals through, spreading those fingers, eyes gaze forward, but try and bring the chest more down towards the mat. And really show off the pelvis. Really guiding with the breath now. From here, I want you to bring up the right leg, lift and elevate to three-legged dog, and then step through to your lizard position. In the lizard position, drop the other leg, so the knee comes down, and taking it down onto your forearm. Just opening up the shoulders, and you can just rock into that open hip. And you can really work on pushing to the edge of the foot. Just starting to be aware of how we feel in the hip area. Last one, come back up onto the wrist. Take it all the way back to your three-legged dog. Lift and lengthen. From here, bring the knee in. Lift back to three-legged for 6. Really getting those hip flexors lengthened for 4. 5. Last one. Foot pedal through again, but if you need a break at any point, always take a break, which is best for you. Taking it now to the left leg, three-legged dog, lift and lengthen, step through to lizard. From here, come down on the forearms, and we're just rocking that knee open. If you can't go all the way down to the forearms, it's totally fine to stay on your wrists. Just breathing into the muscles, breathing into the hip joint. Being aware also how the blade of the foot feels, the edge of the foot. Last one, come back up onto the wrist. We're going back to that three-legged dog. Coming all the way into the plank with the knee for 6. Really lengthen. Good strong core. Last one. From here, take both heels down to downward dog. Really lift, push the chest down. Shoulder blades down towards the buttocks. And then start to walk the hands back into that roll down position. Carefully roll all the way up. Shoulder roll out at the top. And then we're staying up. And I want you to grab your block. Now the block is going to make us a little bit more unsteady, so just be aware of how you feel. You might want to bring it more to the edge of your mat. From here, we are going to have both heels on. Then carefully pick up your weights and then hold them in the front of the chest, but I'm not holding them on the chest. From here, we're going to carefully come all the way down into a squat position. Go for your range of movement, driving up. So we really want to bring those knees over the toes. So really working on a lot of internal rotation of the hip socket, which is really important because a lot of us don't have it. And by elevating those heels, it's going to make it much more achievable to get a bit more depth. And we want to get this depth because we want to stretch through those buttocks here, but then we want to contract them by really squeezing as we drive up without putting any stress through your neck nor through your shoulders. Good core control. If you don't have a block, no worries, don't use it. You could use a thicker book or don't use one at all. You may struggle though with this position. You might have to go more into a wider leg squat. Still thinking about that equalness. We're going to do a couple more. Stay strong. We're going to start to add on to this. On our next one, when we do come up, we're going to take it out into a side squat. We're going to come all the way back and we're going to lower down. So this is your next add-on. Really open up. Keep the heels grounded. Slowly come back. So really starting to ignite through the quads. Also getting those hips open. Really take your time. Still keeping the weights near the chest, but I'm not holding them on the chest. I'm still staying proud through the chest, so I can work through my spine extensors. And we're getting in that side lateral chain, really important. We're going to start to add on after one more set. So, from here, we come all the way down, we come out to the side, we open up to a chest fly, we carefully come back, return, repeat. Are we ready? Make sure the knee's not caving in on that wide lateral squat. Really focus that concentration. Still bringing in that core. Don't forget about it. 2 more sets. Then we're going to stay in the wide squat position on this next one. Just chest flies for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, staying in the position, coming in now. Let's go deeper and pulse at the bottom. Two more. We're going to stay down now and twist and twist. Nearly there. Last set. Last one, and carefully come out. Bit of fire going on there. Shoulder roll out. Have a little breather. So, we've got the same on the other side. Yes, the quads are going to take it. It's going to be a challenge, but you can do it. Starting off with the whole sequence from the beginning. Okay, so heels on the block, weights by the chest but not attached, arms are out wide, slow and controlled, going down to where you can, seeking that hip mobility, knee and ankle. Bit like doing a sissy squat, if you know what one of those is. Really zoning in on that internal rotation of the hip socket, really important, because if you don't work on improving the joint, we're always going to have dysfunctional muscles, and then a lot of referrals go on. So that's where we get those overcompensations. Bear with it. It's almost like a little break this anyway if you're going down low. Stay tall in the chest, relax through the shoulders. Really focus on the muscles, that mind to muscle connection. 2 more, then we add on. Then we take it out to that wide lateral squat. On the next exhale, rotate, weight still stay by chest. Carefully come back and lower. Make sure you're staying grounded through the heel on that wide lateral squat. Otherwise you're going to lose that connection of that grounding. Really important. Keep your focus. Concentration is so good. Now your practice will go so much faster if you are really focusing on how your body is today. We've got one more set that we start to add on. As we come out, we open to chest fly. We come all the way back. We add on. Try and stay as relaxed as you can through the shoulders. Openness through the chest. You're doing amazing. Keep ploughing on with it. Even if you've had to have a little break, it's totally fine. We've got 2 more sets. Then we stay in that position, and then we just do the chest flies. Coming in this next one. Staying out. Chest fly for 10, for 9, for 8, then we're going to work bottom half pulses. You can do it. Stay strong. We're in it. After this, we go into the waist twist. Staying here, waist twist. Still stay in that squat. You're doing amazing. Core strong. Last set. You're doing well. And come out. Whew. Talk about the fire in those legs. Wonder how many squats we actually did. Okay, so let's just pop your weights down. Let's just go back to the roll downs to decompress the spine. Just add a bit more length after our work. And these feel so good as well. Slight bend through the knees if you've got any hypermobility. So at least 5 degrees. You don't want to be locking out. Coming down on this next one. Carefully make contact with the mat. Okay, so from here, we are going to take it back to our downward dog. Smooth that block to one side. So, wrists are directly underneath, knees are tracking hips, tuck toes under, lengthen up back to downward dog. From here, taking it forward into plank. Eye gaze looks forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, back to plank. Staying strong. On this next one, we're going to bend through the knees and we're going to pull back in a crouch to a plank. So really zoning in on the hip flexors here. So bend at the knees, come into a hover, push the bum back, spring forward. But spring forward with control, you're not just boomeranging. Nearly there. Then we're going to do some forearm, side lying stuff. Bit of a break off your wrists as well. Last one, dropping the knees now, lengthen to child pose. Really extending through the arms. Breathing into it, have a little bit of a reset with your breath. Power the breath to the lower back as well, have a bit of a tune in. Then carefully roll all the way back up and have a breather. Okay, so we are going to need our weights. We're going to take it into our side forearm, lying, and we're going to come into a clam position, so that 90-90. If you want to use your weight, pop it at the back of the leg, but remember you've got to keep the calf muscle, the lower leg, contracted towards the hamstring, the upper thigh. Here we're going to bring the other weight into our hand. Now, we don't want this going on, that sloppy. We're going to lift up away from it, pull the ribcage towards the ceiling, and really focus on the breath. Okay, so from here, we're going to put the weight also here on the legs. We're going to really load it. We're going to come up to a bent clam opening. Might not look like clam because we're clinging onto our weights, but it is. Inhale down. So we're really thinking about the sturdiness here with the pelvis. So you can see I quite restrict my opening because I don't want my back to take over. I really want to zone in to the glutes, the right muscle. I'm not squeezing through my neck, so there's a lot of information to take on here. Good core control. Two more. Last one. Okay, from here we are going to add on. You're going to bring the weight up if you can. If not, you may have to have your hand here. But we're going to bring in a side plank and we're going to dip down. But as we come back up, we're going to open up the clam position. You really want to push away from the shoulder that's on the floor. That's going to get your shoulders strong. If it's too much, stick with the previous movement. Arm stays up, working our shoulder hold. Not here for long. And I want you to really start to be aware of how it feels this side. For when we go to the other, hopefully that top butt is starting to be triggered. Good core control. Get that breath right, the pelvic floor will just naturally work anyway. We're going to stay up on this one and we're going to do the arm for 10. 9, really pull it back towards the ribs. Keep high in the holding, but if you need to come down, that is totally fine. For 5, for 4, for 3, you can do it, stay strong. Last one, take the weight out, come all the way to seated, bring that leg around, go into a seated hip stretch, twist round, and hopefully you'll feel that buttock. Still sit up tall though, and you twist round a little bit more. Keep breathing into it, and then we've got the same routine on the other side. And then putting your weights over. So, on the forearm, if you use your weight, pop it behind, we know what's coming. Remember to keep that calf muscle as pinched to your hamstring as possible. Then bring the other arm with the weight onto your thigh. Elbows directly under shoulder. Remember, we're not sloppy. We lift up and away. So first we're going to be working the clam. I only go to where I can without rolling through my pelvis. We really want to keep that stableness on the pelvis at all times, really important. Because remember, the levers are independent, so that's the arms and the legs. And I'm really squeezing that top leg buttock. trying to stop it from coming down. So I'm adding my own resistance as well. And even if you're not using a weight, imagine you've got a weight there. We're making this our last one. From here, you either had your weight here or your arm up. So we're coming up to the side plank, open up, close and drop to the dip. Chest is really proud. Good core control. Push away from the shoulder on the floor. That's going to get your shoulder strong. We always want to be strong, don't we? We don't want to be in pain. We want organised muscles. Start to be aware of how it feels this side compared to the other, because we need to take that awareness on board. Have you still got that core on? Are you still guiding with the breath? Two more. And we're staying up on this next one for our arm movement. Working the back, pull down, extend for 10. Keep high on the underneath hip. You can do it. I know it's tough, but we have to work hard for good results, don't we? 4 more. Get higher with that underneath hip. 2 more. Still squeeze that weight. Carefully come down. Take the weight off. Come up to seated. Bring that leg over. Twisting round. No, wrong side for me. Then the other. Can you twist around a little bit more? Hopefully you're feeling deep into the glute. Because your glutes have worked super hard today. So is the quadriceps, the front part of the thighs. Take it into a shoulder stretch. You've done amazing. You should be so super proud of yourself. Other side. And we're just going to carry on with our stretches now. So I want you to lay onto one side. Let's take it to a quadricep stretch, front of thigh. Bring the heel to the butt if it allows you to, but make sure the knee doesn't go forward past the other knee. You want to take it back. Tuck the buttock under a bit more because it'll enhance the stretch reflex much more faster. As you can see, I'm still powering the breath. I'm trying to really relax through the nervous system so I do get that lengthening going on. From here, laying on the back, same leg, takes it to eye of the needle. You can collect to a piriformis stretch if you'd rather. If not, stay down, but you want to keep the pelvis equal and grounded. Still working on pushing out the angle of the knee. Use the hand on the thigh if you need to, or just use the elbow like I'm using. Place that leg down, take it to the other direction of the quad stretch. Heel to bum, tuck bum under. So you can really push the pelvis forward, getting deep into that hip flexor. Coming onto the back now, ready for your eye of the needle stretch, or did you collect to take it to that piriformis stretch? Remember, equal with the pelvis, so super important. So you want to feel that grounding of the pelvis either side, left and right. You don't want to be twisted to one side just to get a better movement, because you're not really going to get an awful lot from it. And you'd be maybe best taking it down to the modified eye of the needle stretch. There's no point in forcing the body to do something, because honestly, it's not going to do it unless you add that security to that area of the pelvis. But it will come in time. Stimulating the right muscles will do. Carefully bring the foot down. Now bring both knees to the chest, massage out. Slow and controlled. Just have an awareness of how this feels. Change your direction. Oh, that feels so nice. And then bring both feet towards the floor. Knees over, come up to a standing position if you feel alright. Shoulder roll out. So let's do some big circles. And then take it into some bigger hip circles. Really working through that big range. Last one in this direction. Now change your direction. Last one, and I hope you had a good workout. Well done, you've done absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of you. Well done. Bye.